Alrighty then, everybody, I'm Cape Joel, and this is a Cape News Roundup. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, San Diego Comic-Con 2016 is in full swing right now, and last night some truly tasty tidbits hit the net. First up, we had all the goodness going on over at Marvel Netflix, and the cherry on this cake was, of course, the Luke Cage trailer. Sweet Christmas was this trailer cool. Old Dirty Bastard and Luke Cage are a match made in heaven. I like it raw indeed, sir. And I mean, geez, I think the Wu-Tang Clan might actually have more members than the Avengers, so it's fitting. Now, we of course had already seen what Luke Cage and his powers could do over on the Jessica Jones show, but what this trailer really did was establish this tone and themes. Luke Cage is Harlem's hero, and much like the Daredevil show was actually filmed in Hell's Kitchen, the Luke Cage show was most definitely filmed in the real-life Harlem, and it shows. We get some amazing feats of strength from Cage, who rips off a car door and uses it as a shield and battering ram to take out a building full of bad guys. Yep, Marvel Netflix sure does love their hallway fights, and they're looking to take it in a whole new direction with this new show. Also, I know I'm not the first one to opine on this one, but I think a bulletproof black man in a hoodie is just the hero a lot of people need right now, and I think culturally this show could, strike a huge chord. Now, that was Luke Cage, so you can only imagine his old pal and hero for hire Danny Rand wouldn't be far behind, and we got a short little 51-second trailer with him. Admittedly, there wasn't a hell of a lot to go on here for this trailer, but what we did see was pretty compelling. Danny and his mother's plane crashes somewhere in the Himalayas. He's clearly saved by a group of monks who no doubt take him to Kunlun, where he masters the powers that would make him the Iron Fist before eventually returning home to New York. Only when Danny comes back to New York, we can see that he's in something of an insane asylum. And I mean, honestly, I guess that makes a lot of sense if a dude came back going, no, there's a secret, monastery up in the mountains where they taught me kung fu, there's dragons and magic, it's real. In the final shot of the trailer, we do actually get to see Danny use some of his powers by busting out of the room. No actual Iron Fist though, I guess they're saving that one for prime time. Jon Bernthal also took the stage during the Marvel panel to get people hyped up about the Punisher show, which you knew was gonna happen, but now we're extra sure is going to happen. Daredevil is getting a season 3, again, not exactly shocking. And last but certainly not least, we got a little sizzle reel for the Defenders show. Again, this was mostly a concept trailer with a bunch of different imagery and sound clips from the shows we already have. But by the end, things got very, very interesting. You see, we get the name Defenders spelled out in different letters from all the other Marvel Netflix shows, and then a giant hand envelops them. If I had to theorize, and I don't think this is too crazy a thought, this, more or less confirms that the Defenders will be fighting the Han Ninja Clan, who have been more or less overarching villains for, a lot of the Netflix shows. This is further confirmed in my mind by Scott Glenn's narration saying, you can't save New York, you can barely save yourselves. Okay, well, that's Marvel in the bag. Let's move on to some other stuff there. We got some better looks at the Power Rangers costumes this week. I've said it once before and I'll say it again, they look way too Iron Man for me. Even that helmet thing they're doing is very Iron Man. I mean, maybe I'm just being a grumpy old man over here. Power Rangers were better in my day, dang nabbit. But I can't be the only one who thinks the costumes look like rock candy, don't they? I don't know, maybe I'll be wrong, maybe the movie will actually impress with what it does, but right now, from a visual standpoint, I'm not entirely won over. Supposedly, we're going to be seeing what Alpha 5 and the Megazords are going to look like very soon, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled to my channel for that, because I'm certainly going to be talking about that once that news hits. Speaking of costumes, we got a nice new poster for Wonder Woman today, and wow, I really enjoyed this one. It's nice that the person who put this poster together remembered, hey, colors, those are things. Beyond that, it's Wonder Woman. I don't know really what else I can tell you on that one. It looks like her, right on. Furthermore, San Diego Comic-Con also offered up our first look at the Justice League action show with a little highlight reel showing off some of the stuff we're going to see. The trailer was sure to highlight Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, who have returned once again to reprise their famous roles of Batman and the Joker, respectively. There's also a ton of different cameos going on. We have a much more comedic take on Firestorm. Lobo the main man, as well as Bleeze the Red Lantern, are featured in the trailer. Do you like Stargirl Goblin, Blue Beetle because they're here. Also, Space Cabbie for some reason. Yeah, they're not afraid to go to obscure places on this one. They definitely seem to be going for a free-form, adventurous tone. Definitely something more than Teen Titans Go, but something a little less than Young Justice in the original Justice League show. That's certainly not a bad thing, and for a show with only an 11-minute runtime, it could be worse. I'll definitely be checking out the first episode when it airs, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled to my channel for that as well. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel, and this has been a Cape News Roundup. In the comments section down below, I want you to sound off too. Tell me what you've seen from San Diego Comic-Con that has you the most excited.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.